Why are your kids' clothes so expensive? How did you overcome being pregnant and homeless? Ooh, how did you deal with postpartum depression? Are you anti-vax? Gift guides are just a way for influencers to make money on affiliate links. Like, do you ever buy the kids non-Montessori style toys? Do you smoke weed or drink? Oh, I dropped my coffee. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are doing a casual little Q&A. I have my laundry here. I needed to fold laundry anyway, so I was like, why don't I just sit down and answer a whole bunch of questions. I asked you guys on IG, and a few of these questions are also questions that I haven't answered before from other Q&As. I have a whole bunch of Q&As, I think, on this channel. Drinking my iced coffee. So good. The kids are in the other room, and I just thought we would sit down and have a little chat, a little Q&A. And you guys have some of the best questions as always, and there's also some holiday Q&A stuff in here too, so I hope you guys don't mind. I didn't know you guys were gonna come with the holiday questions, but you guys did. You guys came through. You guys want to know some holiday questions, so I threw those in too. I have like a little packages here. You guys know I love that. Hold on, let me go get that real quick. When UPS comes, it's like Santa, if Santa were real. Oh, that's a big old box too. I'm back. Got the package, got the bag, and yeah, so I just thought we would sit down, answer some questions. Like I said, there's some holiday ones in here, so I hope the majority of you don't mind. But you guys always have some of the best questions, so I was like, I like to do this every few months or so, just to answer some of the questions you guys have, and especially for like my new subscribers. Hello, how are you? Welcome. I'm so glad to have you here, and let's just get into the questions because there's a lot. I'm gonna give myself about 30 minutes to answer these questions and see how I do. So let's do it. All right. I guess I'm gonna do the holiday questions first, just get those out the way. There's not that many, but there's a few. Will your kids go visit Santa this year? We won't be visiting Santa this year. I have never taken my kids to go see Santa. I kind of struggle with the whole, do I do the whole Santa thing or not? My kids don't really know at this age. They're only 2 and 3. But I kind of want them to understand that mommy and daddy work hard for those gifts, and it's just not given to you by Santa. I don't know. Like, they're going to find out he's not real anyway. We don't really talk about Santa very much in this house. I mean, if they want to believe in Santa, that's totally fine. Like, we'll play into the whole Santa thing, but I'm just not like huge on Santa. I think Christmas is about Jesus, and that's kind of where I stand with that. I don't know where the whole, well, I do know where the whole Santa thing came from. It literally came from just consumerism and, you know, them wanting to make money off of Christmas. But I like to keep the whole Christmas thing to be about Jesus and celebrating him. So no, we won't be taking our kids to see Santa. If they want to believe in Santa, again, that's fine. I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's not real. I'm not gonna, of course, do that, but I'm not gonna push Santa. Okay, we're not pressed on Santa. Okay, so this is like kind of challenging, folding clothes and answering questions because I have to keep putting my phone down to see them. Are you going to do Elf on the Shelf this year? We are not gonna do Elf on the Shelf this year. I did get an Elf on the Shelf book, if you guys saw in my thrift haul, if that video goes live before this one. Sorry, spoiler if it doesn't go live and this one goes live first. But yeah, I mean, I'll read them the book. I thought the book was really cute, but I don't think I have the patience and really want to put the extra effort into doing Elf on the Shelf. Like, you have to move it every few days or every day for 25 days. I just think that's too much. That's so extra. And I don't know, like, a lot of people are doing it, but I'm not really into like what everybody does all the time, you know? Like, some trends are cool and some I just think are kind of like ridiculous. And I mean, I think the idea is cute, but I don't think we're gonna really do Elf on the Shelf. That's just another thing I have to buy and then something else I have to keep up with. I would rather make Christmas memories, like baking with my kids and doing stuff like that, activities, you know, things they can really learn from. But I guess Elf on the Shelf does bring activities. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna worry about that this year. I thought about it last year and almost did, but then really thought about it and was like, we're minimal here. We're like, not gonna do that. So no, I don't think we're gonna do Elf on the Shelf. And then also I see a lot of moms like not actually doing the Elf on the Shelf. Like they'll make jokes like, haha, like when you forget to move Elf on the Shelf for like 2 weeks, and that would totally be me. Like he would just be in the same spot for like 2 weeks. So when will you start decorating? I am not gonna start decorating till after Thanksgiving for many reasons. I just feel like when I was a kid growing up, we always just decorated after Thanksgiving. I don't know when it became a thing to decorate like right after Halloween. I feel like Thanksgiving is still in fall, so I kind of really want to keep it still fall a little bit longer before we just jump into Christmas. Like winter doesn't start till December, so I don't know. People just are doing the most with that and decorating early, but hey, I'm not going to stop you, girl, from decorating your house. I don't care how you decorate your house. It is what it is. You do what you want to do. It doesn't really affect me. I mean, we're seeing a lot of Christmas content already on social media, but let me tell you guys why. The reason why you're seeing a lot of social media content so early is because people want you to be able to shop their links and all of that stuff. So a lot of that goes into like money and just the whole consumerism thing. And YouTubers and Instagrammers always do the early Christmas stuff so you can shop and get the things that they have and they can make a little bit of coin. So yeah, I'm gonna be decorating after Thanksgiving. That's just the way we've always done it, and I think we're just gonna keep it that way because Thanksgiving is still a part of fall. I know it's just like one day, but it's still a fall holiday, just like Halloween if you celebrate Halloween. I mean, that's what the whole fall is supposed to be about, really, is Thanksgiving, not even so much Halloween. Not about Halloween, it's really supposed to be about Thanksgiving and giving thanks to the Lord. And yeah, so we're gonna do it after Thanksgiving. All right, next question. Will there be a decorate with me video? There will. A lot of you guys have been asking me about that even before Halloween. Will I be doing a decorate with me for for Christmas? And yes, I will be. I will definitely take you guys along on that journey and it'll be fun. And we'll have some DIYs probably in that video as well. So yes, I will be doing one for you guys this year because you guys have been asking me about it for a cool little minute. Oh, will you have gift guides this year? No, I will not have gift guides. Okay, here's my thoughts on gift guides. Gift guides are, again, another way for influencers to make money, kind of like a money grab situation where they recommend certain things. And hold on, okay, let me just address this too. I have seen so many influencers recommending like teen gift guides or toys for older kids, and they don't even have the older kids themselves. It's like, what are you doing recommending gift guides for like older kids when your age group is like little babies and toddlers? Like, I don't really even get that, but I mean, like, I feel like you shouldn't be doing gift guides on products that you don't actually own already, because how do you know if they're good? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. I feel really strongly about that. So I've seen a lot of influencers doing that. And yeah, I just don't really like gift guides because you guys gift guides are just a way for influencers to make money on affiliate links. Like, if you'll notice, a lot of the time the links will be affiliates, so they're gonna earn a commission on it, which is okay. Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with earning any money on social media, I'm not, but I'm saying the reason why they're recommending certain things is so they can get money for it, whether they own the things or not, because a lot of people are just going online and just getting what sounds good and they don't even own the products themselves. So I don't know, I have a problem with that. I don't do that. So no, I won't be doing gift guides. And you guys know I like to shop small. They're having full big feelings out there, you guys. It's been a day. But you guys know I like to shop small, so small shops don't have affiliate links and stuff like that. But I will be having a gift guide video where there won't be any affiliate links, just literally what we're getting our kids and maybe things that we already own around the house that my kids love. So we'll do it that way. But yeah, you guys, I try to be really as genuine as possible. There's so many influencers out here that are just so fake and just do so many things that a lot of you guys probably don't even realize like it's happening. But you gotta watch out for certain influencers. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, so long-winded answer. I won't be doing any gift guides, but there will be like a toddler gift guide video. And then let me know if you guys want me to like share my Christmas list or something with you guys in a vlog, because I can do that too, like for women. And maybe I can suggest a few things for men in a vlog that my husband loves or that I'll get him. But my husband's so simple. He only wants like Xbox cards, so I don't know. Anyways, on to the next question. Any holiday traditions that we are going to be doing like with the kids? I am going to bake with the kids probably a lot this season. I love to bake with my kids and they love it too, so that's definitely something that we are going to keep going. My great-grandma and my grandma used to always bake with us every single holiday season. We used to make like 20 different Swedish cookies. Like my family's Swedish on my mom's side, and yeah, so we're definitely gonna keep that going, and maybe I'll share some Swedish recipes or something with you guys. I don't know, but yes, baking is something you want to really continue doing every year, all the time. Doesn't matter if it's holiday season or not, but yes. I think that's it for all the holiday questions. Okay, so on to some like more regular questions. How do you handle stress? I handle stress, you guys, by taking CBD and praying and literally just taking breaths, and also sometimes just stepping away. Like I said, stepping away. And I've been really praying a lot, you guys, literally throughout my day. I know it sounds crazy, but I will literally just talk to the Lord and just be like, you know, just chatting it up. Or when something pops into my head that I want to talk about, I'll literally just start praying. And a lot of the time I don't even know I'm doing it anymore. It's just happening. But yeah, I pray a lot throughout my days now. It just seems to really calm me down. I feel like the Lord gives me strength in that, and I am able to handle stress a lot better. But before I started doing that, I was having a really hard time dealing with stress and anxiety. And I don't know, I literally just turned to God, and it just seemed like things took a turn for the better. So I'm handling stress a lot better now, and I know it might sound a little crazy, but that's honestly what I've been doing, and it's been working. So God is good. Will you be taking the kids to Disneyland like every other YouTube mom? That's such a good question. I have been to Disney many times. I do live here in California. I live hours away from Disney though, like a good 5 to 6 hours away. And like I said, I've been many times. I understand the hype about Disney. It is really magical, but it's so pricey. Like, I honestly don't even know. The kids are free right now, and I did want to take them still while they're free. I don't know if that's gonna happen though. I don't know, you guys. Like, Disney, we're trying to save for like a new car, so I'm not trying to really spend thousands of dollars on a Disney trip right now, but I would like to take my kids for sure. And yeah, so many of these YouTube moms take their kids like 3-4 times a year. Like, there's so many that are just like obsessed. They're obsessed. And I don't know, I kind of find it a little weird when people are super obsessed over Disney as adults, but I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat. But yeah, I mean, we'll take them one day for sure. I just don't know when. Sirens in every video, you guys, it never fails. My city is always in like distress. Did I like working at MAC? If you guys didn't know, I worked for MAC Cosmetics for like 4 to 5 years, so I was there a while. And short answer to that is yes, I loved it for a long time, but then a lot of things happened and I hated it. So I can make a whole other video about that, but MAC and its culture is literally so crazy, and how they work and how things are. You guys won't even believe it. It's like one of those things that you really have to be in it to understand it. And I don't know, MAC has some fucked up parts to it for sure. I'm just gonna say that. Why do your kids only wear neutral colors? Because that's what I like. I'm the one buying their clothes, and neutrals are just my absolute favorite. They go with everything. Also with Noah, we didn't know what we were having, so that's really what like sparked all the neutral stuff. I already was loving neutrals before I had Noah, and then when I got pregnant, we didn't find out what he was. He was a surprise gender, and that was the best, most magical thing ever. And I will forever do surprise gender from here on out. I will never find out the sex of my baby. We did with Nola, and I was just like, it wasn't the same. So I will always do a surprise gender, and because of that, neutral clothing is just the best way to go, because boy or girl, you have a lot of clothes. And another thing is, my kids, almost every single piece that they have, they can interchangeably wear them. So Noah can wear Nola's clothes, Nola's can wear his clothes, but not dresses. Obviously, I'm not gonna put my son in a dress, but you know, if it's not a dress, they can both wear it, and I absolutely love that. They're really similar in size. Nola is still kind of a lot smaller than him, but they're similar enough where Nola's clothes actually fit Noah, because I do buy them a little bit bigger so they can wear them for like 2 or 3 seasons instead of just 1, because their clothes are not cheap. So yeah, to answer that question, that's just what I like. And if they want to wear color when they get older, which I'm sure they will, they can wear color. I'm not gonna tell them they can and can't wear what they can and can't wear when they grow up. But for right now, mama's buying the clothes, and that's what I like, and that's what I buy. Neutrals just make me happy, make my mind at peace. Everything goes, everything is just like cohesive, and I just love that. Actually, one of the girls at the grocery store happened to ask me that, and I'm just like, girl, do what makes you happy. That's why. She was like, is there any reason why your kids always match? And I'm like, just do what makes you happy. Like, I like neutrals, and that's what I like. So we had like a whole conversation about that in real life, and I thought that was really funny. How old are you and D? D is 26. He just turned 26, and I am 25. So we are like 10 months apart or something like that, if I can do math. Can you do math, Noel? I don't know, but we're like a year, almost a year apart. Favorite ways to entertain your kids when they're bored? Sensory, hands down. I always go to a sensory activity, and if that fails, we're turning on the TV. Or we do independent play a lot too, where I don't know, make a ramp and they start doing their cars or something on the ramp. Just independent play, sensory play. But if all else fails, coloring is a good one. But yeah, if all else fails, you best believe we are turning on that TV and we're gonna watch a Disney movie or something educational on TV. I have no shame in turning on the TV when I feel like it's just needed. So yeah, but before I resort to TV, like I said, sensory play and imaginary play, independent play is what we go to. Why are your kids' clothes so expensive? If you guys notice, I talk about this a lot. I buy a lot of the simple folk clothes and small shop clothes, and that's kind of another reason. I just like to shop small when I can and support small businesses, and I think that's so important. And if you guys know about small shops, a lot of the time they are pretty pricey, but for good reason. A lot of the time it's made out of really good materials, or they're organic, or they're sustainable, and that kind of all goes hand in hand. And that's why I like to invest in my kids' clothes, and I find that they last a lot longer. We used to do the whole Walmart, Carter's, Target thing in the beginning with Noah, and none of his clothes lasted him. Like, they all got oil stains or holes or something like that. So I just figured, let me try investing in the clothes, because my mom told me to start doing that, because she did that for me. Growing up, she would buy kind of like a little bit more pricier clothes, and she still has a whole bunch of them now. They're having a hard day. Yeah, so I don't know. I just feel like if you invest in your kids' clothes, especially if you plan on having more kids, the clothes will last you a lot longer than if you were to buy like not Forever 21, like Zara, Shein, all those kind of clothes don't last nearly as long. So yeah, I like to spend money on my kids' clothes because I think of it as an investment. Next question. Do you wear makeup every day? No, I don't. Only on days that I'm filming or want to feel a little cute, then I'll put on makeup. But other than that, girl, no. Do you still do makeup on clients, like freelance? Yes, I still do freelance work. I don't do it obviously nearly as much as I used to. When I worked at MAC, well, if you guys didn't know, I was a makeup artist for at least 10 years, and I still am a makeup artist. I've done a lot of weddings, a lot of proms, a lot of baby showers, a lot of party makeup, a lot of Halloween makeup, you guys name it, I've done it. Makeup for people on TV, all kinds of stuff, and I love doing makeup. Obviously, that is a huge passion of mine. If you guys don't know, I have a makeup and true crime channel. I'll link it down below if you guys want to check that out. I tell you a true crime story and do makeup. It's a good time. The stories are sad though, but it's a good time. How did I end up plugging my own channel? Oh yeah, back to the question. Yes, I still do makeup on clients. It's just not nearly as much as I used to. I still have a few like OG clients that I still take. I don't really book that many appointments anymore. Like, I just don't have the time. I'm a full stay-at-home mom now, but I'm a full stay-at-home mom now, so I don't do a lot of makeup like I used to, but I do enough where I still, you know, feel satisfied with what I'm doing. My laundry basket is empty, and I'm gonna keep on going with the questions though, but all the laundry is surprisingly folded around me. So I'm gonna try to keep going answering more questions. So I do still do makeup, just not very often. But if an OG client like hits me up and they're like, hey, like, can you do my makeup? Because there's like so many families where I've done all of the makeup for all of the things, the bridal reception and rehearsal and dinner, and then I go do their maternity shoot and all of the things. I was basically their makeup artist through it all. So there's still people that I will take if they want me to do something for them. And yeah, but usually I have to schedule it out way in advance to make sure I have someone to watch the kids. How was going from 1 to 2 kids? I've definitely talked about this before, but I'll talk about it again. It is really challenging, at least it was for me. I can only speak from my experience, but it was really challenging going from 1 to 2, but it wasn't bad going from 0 to 1 at all. Yes, it was really challenging going from 1 to 2. You just have so much more to do. There's 2 of them now, and if you have them close together, like I had Irish twins, which means they're like a year apart. My kids are 14 months apart, so it was definitely challenging, and we also were going through a lot of things at the time. Life was just trying at the time, and yeah, so it's hard. It's definitely hard going from 1 to 2. Favorite spot in your home? I would definitely say the play area. I love that area because my kids learn and grow there daily, and so much happens in that room, and I just love watching them play so much. Mommy. Yeah, how did you deal with postpartum depression? That's such a good question. Honestly, I just leaned on the people that I loved and you know, just talk to them, let them know what was going on. I have like a whole video on postpartum depression that I did like last year if you guys want to check that out. I really kind of talk about that more in depth, but I just would say leaning on the people that I loved or that I currently love, and you know, just talk about it and go through it and ask for help. Do not be afraid to ask for help. I think that's so important. Whether it be a therapist or just needing someone to watch your kids for a little bit just so you can clear your head. You have to take care of you first before you can take care of someone else. That's so true. Also, self-care is so important. Like, I love to take baths. I know it sounds very like mundane and normal, but I do really like to take baths, like a nice bubble bath with some like wine or like something with Netflix, and I just sit there in the tub and just check out and just watch a show. I have a lot of shows that I like to watch on Netflix, and that's what I like to do, and that helps me really recharge. And once I do that, like spend an hour or 2 in the bathtub, I promise you I feel like a whole new person. So I also like to get my nails done, but I know that's not everybody's thing. That's also self-care for me. Things you enjoyed from your childhood that you want to carry over to your kids. Going a lot of places. My parents took us on a lot of vacations and day trips, and I loved that, and I want to do that for my kids. Just making memories in general is, I think, so important. Favorite part of being a mom, watching and learning from my kids and just watching them play and grow is absolutely amazing. And also just toddler conversations. I love talking with Noah. He's 3 and he talks so well, and we have like full-blown conversations, and it just blows my mind. So I love that. Do you smoke weed or drink? Your girl used to smoke like 10 blunts a day. I'm gonna be so real with you guys. I used to be such a heavy smoker when it came to weed, but am currently not. I don't smoke at all anymore, unless, like, I'm not saying I'm not gonna hit that blunt if I go out with the girls or I'm out or whatever, but if I have my kids, I'm not gonna do that, because no shame to anyone who does smoke though and have kids. I want to make that really clear too. I'm here for that. It's just that me personally, I felt like I wanted to be like really present in my kids' everyday lives, and there's just so much that goes on so fast, and time is such a thief, and I don't want to be like high or missing out on any moment. I want to be here, and I want to be present, and I want to be here for them, and I don't want anything to hinder that. I want to fully be able to take care of them. Not saying you can't take care of them if you're smoking, girl, because you still can. There's a lot of functional people out there. I just felt like it would make me lazy, and there's just so much that I do. You guys know I'm like an entrepreneur here, like on YouTube and social media and stuff, and I just can't have anything holding a girl back. You hear me? Like, I don't know. But that's just my personal experience with it, and I just wanted to make that change when I became a mom. But you don't have to make that change if you smoke. I know I have a lot of moms out here that watch me that have reached out, and you guys smoke, and that's totally fine. I'm all good with that. It's just for me personally, I just needed to, I just want to be fully present and here all the time. Ew, get away from me, fly. As far as drinking goes, I'm this fly though. We are not friends, not friends. As far as drinking goes, I do have a drink occasionally. I'm not a huge drinker, but I will have some wine, or I will have some boozy tea like I had in my unpopular opinions video. I love little drinks here and there, maybe like Mike Carter's lemonade or seltzers. I love seltzers too, those are really good, or a little bit of champagne. But I'm not like a huge drinker. I'm not gonna be like vodka or really any strong liquor, because I really can't hold my liquor like that. And you know, but I like Hennessy. Hennessy is good too. That's like the only heavy alcohol I would really drink. Will you cut Noah's hair? I will not cut Noah's hair until he can tell me that he wants a haircut. I've talked about this too in another video. I don't really mind if he has long hair and he's a boy. He does get mistaken as a girl from time to time, and I've learned to just accept that and just take it as I have a beautiful boy, and that's just that. I'm not gonna cut his hair. That's not my place. Like, yeah, I'm his mom, but what if he wants long hair? Like, my husband had really long hair all the way down his back his whole childhood, and he loved his hair, so we're not gonna cut his hair. But he can cut it when he gets older if he chooses to, of course. Knits or activewear? Definitely my knits, but I love my activewear too. Knits are just so cozy, and they look like you know, kind of dressed up, but not. Do you recommend buying a Mercedes-Benz? I do have a Mercedes, and I think Mercedes is a great car. However, the maintenance is way too expensive, and I live in California, and all my bills are just piling up, and I just cannot keep up with the maintenance. So we're probably gonna sell ours and get a new car, and I'm having car problems with it, and it's like gonna cost me racks on racks, like $4 grand or something to fix it. And at that point, it's a little bit older of a Benz. Like, why would I put all that money into that car if I can get like something a little bit more sustainable? And yeah. How do you do it all? I do not do it all. I make a to-do list, and I check off what I can and focus on the things that are more of a priority, and I just keep going. And if whatever I don't finish that day, I say it's okay, and then I move on to the next day and hopefully finish that day. And there's days where I'm just like, fuck it, like I don't feel like doing anything, and I'll just like watch my kids play all day and like watch Netflix. And there's days like that, and that's okay, because you need to rest. Rest is important. If Jesus needs to rest, then we need to rest too, right? So yeah, I don't do it all. It might seem like it, but I do my best. That's all I do, and that's all you can do too. Are you anti-vax? I am not anti-vax. My kids all have their vaccinations except for the Rona vaccine. And I've talked about this before, but I don't know, influencers don't really talk about this much, but I am really open with you guys, and I'm just gonna say, a lot of people are vaccinated. That's cool for you. I just don't feel like it's right for our family. There's just so much that we don't know. People are having all kinds of side effects, and I just don't trust the government, to be really honest with you guys. And I'm not like a huge conspiracist, whatever, but I definitely think it's something weird with it. And it takes like 15 to 20 years to make a vaccine, but it took this one, it only took like a year to make it and come up with it. There's so much that I could talk about that whole situation, but I'm not trying to lose my little coin here on YouTube, because YouTube doesn't like when you talk about that kind of conspiracy stuff. I don't know, but we'll see what holds in the future. Will you be oh, that's down there. Will you breastfeed again? Absolutely. There's so many benefits to it. I am such an advocate for breastfeeding. Breast is best if you can, but if you can't, that's okay too. You got to do what's good for you. Do you ever buy the kids non-Montessori style toys? Really rarely I'll buy something that's not Montessori, but for the most part we buy all Montessori toys, all natural wooden toys, the best that we can. But you know, there's one-offs where I'll allow the kids to have like their little Elmo or their little, you know, Noah has tons of cars, which I kind of feel like is Montessori, but they're not wooden, they're metal. And I'm fine with that. We don't have really any plastic toys. I won't be buying any plastic toys, but I just like to keep things as Montessori as possible because that's just the best way for them to really learn and grow, in my opinion. How did you overcome being pregnant and homeless? Ooh, such a good question. I haven't really opened up much about that here on this channel. I will eventually. I'll make a whole video about what happened. Well, you know, there'll be details left out because it's not just my story. But honestly, you guys, just don't give up. If you're in a situation where things are really hard, going through like some housing issues and financial issues, I would just say don't give up. But there's also a lot of programs out there that can help you, and don't be ashamed to take, you know, food stamps or cash aid or whatever you need to do. Don't feel bad about it because you need it, and that's what our taxpayers' dollars are for. If you're struggling, then, you know, the government's supposed to have you and just help you get back on your feet. So I would really just say don't give up, but definitely see what your options are, because there are programs out there that can help you get housing and food and money and just make it through your hard situation. But I would really just say do not give up, because that situation is really hard. But I'm telling you, from the other side, I've been through that. I've been through a lot of stuff, you guys, and I would just say do not give up. It might seem really dark, like things are never going to get better, but I promise you they can, they will, as long as you just keep on going and strive for better. God will provide. But I'll make like a whole video about that story one day. Will you be doing homeschooling? I think so. Like, I wasn't sure about this, but everything that's gone on in the world recently, the last few years, I do think we will be homeschooling, but more on that later. Do you regret getting married young at 21? No, I do not regret it at all. I'm so happy at where we are in our life. It's not perfect. There's still a lot of things that I want to change, but however, I'm really proud of us and what we've grown and where we are, and I do not regret getting married at 21 at all. I love my husband. I've known him since I was 10 years old, and we have been really good friends throughout our whole childhood. I do not regret getting married young and having kids at all. I had my party days really young, probably younger than most people, and I don't regret settling down young at all. I just feel like there's nothing that I missed out on. There's nothing that I really haven't done. Besides travel, I really wanted to travel more without kids, but one day we'll travel with kids, and I think it'll be fun. It's gonna be harder, but it'll be fun. My camera's about to die, so I'm gonna answer 2 more questions. If you could move anywhere in the world, where would you move? Australia is #1 for sure. I definitely will be moving to Australia hopefully one day. That's the dream destination. I would absolutely, if someone asked me tomorrow, do you want to move to Australia, I'd be like, yes, girl, take me, and we would move there in a heartbeat. It's so beautiful, and I love Australia. And I have a lot of followers from Australia too, so hello. Why don't you like MLMs? I just think it's not a good business practice, and I've talked about this before too, I think, in some video, but I got asked this a few times. I just don't like them, and people that are at the top make all the money, the 1%ers, and then at the bottom, everyone else just kind of struggles, and they give you this like false reality of what your life is going to be like by signing up and doing all this stuff, and it's a big scam in the end, and I can talk about that more in another video, but my camera's gonna die. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I can do another Q&A. Drop more questions down below if there's something that I didn't answer that you wanted to know. Make sure you check out my second channel, True Crime and Makeup, down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.